absolutely crapping myself. So myself, Julie, I'm hoping my son is going to come down in a bit, but pumps arrive, concrete trucks, 2 of them, 15 meter cube we're having this morning. Let's get on with these footings.
Hi, we're Ian and Julie. Follow us on our tiny homestead and our debt-free project of a lifetime, the building of our home here in the Pyrenees, and all of this alongside our full-time jobs.
Right, I'm at my local steel yard, just getting the rods so I can make up some basically form holders, you know, stakes. And I'm gonna, I've used rebar in the past, but it's rubbish and I can't drill through it. So I'm getting some 16mm mild steel. I can drill some holes through it and then I can just fasten all my forms to those. These are going to be the pins for my form boards. I've got these are little short ones, but I'm going to keep a couple at a meter just in case I need them. And then they'll last me a lifetime really for all my form boards when we do other concrete slabs and things like that. And this is all to get my footings nice and straight and square. So in the last video I mentioned we don't want to use excess concrete if we can help it. So spending a little bit, this is €2 a kilo and there are 20 kilos, so spending €40 on a couple of pins, and I've got some scrap wood. Hopefully that'll save me that 3rd truck. Fingers crossed. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Well, it is concrete week and we went very early this morning to the concrete depot because we had not got a response to our email stating, please, not Monday morning, we need it Wednesday. And we were there at 7 o'clock this morning before they even turned up. And yeah, she said, oh, didn't you get my response? Obviously not. We are standing here at 7 o'clock in the morning. So all is planned. Wednesday morning, 7:30 in the morning, the pump arrives, and then following on 2 trucks. They're called 2-piece here, which means like spinning top. So 2 trucks completely full. We can only get 15 meter cubed, 7.5 in each, and we need, my calculations, 15.4. So I have slightly overestimated, but I'm feeling that yes, this is the reason we bought this. We bought 6 bags of cement and we are just about to go and fill the trailer
With sand and gravel mix from our local quarry, so we're just about to hitch the trailer up and I'll make a move to the quarry. Just back from the quarry, here comes Ian on his regular duty for me. Just been and got our sand and gravel mix, ready for Wednesday, just in case we run out.
These are the forms I'm going to be putting in. This is a larger one because it's very deep. It's 1 meter here. And it's basically because of these inside corners are being knocked off. It's just out of chipboard from my son's pharmacy. He had spare shelving material that I've used. And all of this is just old, like 2x4s basically. So I'm going to go and do the other 3. I'm going to put one on each corner just to make sure, because that 0.4 cubic meter of concrete, if we don't have to do it by hand, that would be perfect. If this is all exactly 15 meter cube, that's the plan. Then after that we're going to go and check all the levels of my level pegs here. 4 Right, that's my first one. Ooh, he's a bit heavy, but this is the idea. It's just to tidy up the top of the trench. Let me take this one out. There we go. Right. Seems to work okay. I'll get the level and I'll get my rebar pins that I've drilled out, and that should be all right. So even though I trimmed this just the other day, it is all coming back up. The week we've been away, Julie's redoing it all. We're just getting tidy for Wednesday. I'm doing the last two corners.
I'm doing the messy jobs.
Yeah, messy. All we've got to do now is mark up all our level pegs, so we know when the concrete's covering them, we know where they are, so we can put the level on top, the laser, and we should be set. We've got to get on our hands and knees a little bit. We've got to draw some lines on the corners, because the tops of the corners are not the level of the footing. So we just need to put some lines on so we can see where the level's coming up. And also, just dig out a bit of the cave in. So I think the easiest way is just to slip your hand down where we can around this edge here. But other than that, I don't think we can do much more. I bought a new concrete scraper, not a scraper, basically a rake. This is a bit of a cave in here. I'm not sure whether I want to put a plank or something along there, or we'll just put up with it. There's going to be certain parts where it's going to overflow.
It's barely 7 o'clock in the morning. This is concrete day. We've waited a long time for this, and out from the darkness creeps Ian and the mini skid. He's come early. It's just 7:15 in the morning. He's happy with where he's going to park, and it's just a case of now we're waiting for our concrete trucks to arrive.
At least I don't have to damp down the trenches. A couple of weeks ago these were just solid when I was digging them, but they're nice and moist this morning.
Here goes. Got the remote on. He's ready.
This is quite a big pump. There we go. Still waiting for the concrete trucks, but it shouldn't be long, and then it's going to be chaos. Well, it reaches all the way. I didn't think it was going to, but he actually did all the measurements with a little optic measurement device.
So, our cheeky little pump man is Monsieur Coco. Here it comes. Our first concrete lorry is finally arrived.
This is it. Go time. First of 2 concrete trucks have just turned up. So I've got my laser going, I've got my receiver here, all my points are all marked, and the guy is going to control the pump, and as soon as it's at the right level he'll move along. I'm going to go anti-clockwise because I think I'm going to be a little bit short, and I want to be here when I'm short so the skid steer can actually get there. These
are 2 very cheeky concrete guys. 8 o'clock in the morning and look at them. Son Lewis has just come down before work. Fortunately, he can't stay and help, he's got to get back to work. Ian's just going around checking the levels. Professionals show me how to do it. Apparently I was doing it wrong. I was using the edge. I'm just bribing him with lots of coffee.
Well, we've been waiting now half an hour for the second truck. It's not come yet. Getting a bit worried, and also getting a bit worried because we've only got probably a third done, but it is the deepest section, so all the rest is the 50 mil deep. So that before was a meter deep, so it should hopefully be okay. So there's still 1 meter cube inside the pump, which will come out when he's finished. So we've still got 8 cube meters to go if this other truck comes.
And just like that, he's turned up, the second truck.
Hey, Luc, ça tourne, Luc.
Here we go again.
There's our grandson, come to see the big truck. Tom!
Il va commander ou il le fait à la main?
So we are short probably a cube. So all the little flanges, all the little indents have taken up quite a lot more than I expected. I knew it, but it means another truck, but I'm not going to do that. So we're going to start up the mixer and just get loads as much as we can done. This is the least important bit anyway here, because this is my access point, so there's no actual wall going to be on there. So right, I'm going to get on with it. He puts a little ball in.
So our pump man's busy cleaning and putting his pump away, and we are here frantically making more concrete. I'm filling all the buckets, Ian's getting on with it. We've got the skid steer out just in case. We did preempt this was going to be the case. So we're working like crazy to beat the clock now. It was just too expensive to get just one bailey with 1 cube of concrete. Quickly come over to the quarry to get a ton of the sand and gravel mix for our cement. Oh gosh, nothing goes simple. Right, get this back to the plot as soon as possible so we can finish that last section off.
We've had 5, I think, full mixes. So there's quite a bit missing.
Surprising just how deep. Well, I think it was actually how it bowed out in a few places. But yeah, we've been working like Trojans this morning, filling this in. Last little section.
All my markers are just protruding, but not impeding, which is great. That was a bit of a rush towards the end, but we got it done, and we had prepared, but not for so much. So we did get one trailer full of gravel and sand, but Julie had to pop out and get a second one. So yeah. We're all done. We got a tiny bit left. I'm going to point it round the back of this wall. Oh, and my back's gone. Ah. Well, that was 5 hours to get all of that done. Probably an hour and a half with the pump because the one cement lorry was a bit delayed by about half an hour, which was a bit annoying. And then we did 5 mixes, 5 full mixes, which is...
it was a little more than we thought.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I calculated 0.44 meter cubed over, or under, sorry. It was supposed to be 15.44. So I'm assuming the other 0.6 basically came from all the little indents and everything you can see. All these little bits and bobs that I tried to get rid of with the formwork, but yeah, you'd have to form all the way around it.
It was a bit stressy. I disappeared off to get another ton of sand and gravel mix from the local quarry.
So that took just under 2 tons of sand and gravel, and 7.5 bags of 35 kilo cement. So that was to make up what we were missing.
But doing that little bit of stress was really worth it, because it was so expensive to have another concrete lorry come for such a small amount.
So I think each cube is about €150, and then the delivery is 180, and then every cube that goes through the pump is another 16. So it all adds up. So we saved that money, although we had to buy the sand and gravel and the cement, but that came to less than 100. So with a bit of stress, shovel work, we did it.
Filthy.
We are going to go back for some lunch now. We're going to let this go off a little bit. The stuff I put in over here, the water is rising to the top, so it's totally different type of mix than what came out the pump. But I'll come back and trowel that off, because that's the nice little sort of
entrance to the underneath part of the house, where we're going to have access to be able to get to all our services.
So there's no wall or anything going on it, so it needs to look a bit nice. We'll probably put something else on later date. So we'll see you in a while. We're going to get some lunch.
And not looking so tired.
Right, it's 5 hours. Well, longer than 5 hours, but 5 hours since we left site, and I'm just come back, and I'm just brushing this section here, and this is going to be our entrance to the crawl space. So I didn't want it all smooth and everything, and it's just perfect. So all the water's gone, and it's just smooth enough, or wet enough, just to get this brush effect on. Now it's only going between these 2 posts, because that is the entrance. It's going to be a 1 meter access. So I'm pretty happy with that. Well, and the sun's out, so curing very, very nice. This was the first stuff to go down. That is solid already. So it looks flat. That's the main thing. So the next phase is tomorrow, maybe the next day, is to remove these forms, which is going to be a bit of a task, because concrete has gone behind the forms as well. But even if I have to hack them off, they'll be fine.
So we're just going along checking all our rebar. Ian's giving it a little tweak, just pulling them straight. But we're super happy with how it's gone. This morning we were quite worried, because we did run out and we had to frantically make more concrete. But a few hours later we've come back up. As Ian said, it's been over 5 hours now, and it's all looking really good. I think we're getting the approval of the dogs. I think it will soon be time to celebrate new safety sausage coats for the dogs.
This is solid.
We came here this morning, pitch black, 7 o'clock. It was really black, you couldn't see a thing. And now this afternoon the sun's come out, the sky, look at that. It's beautiful. It couldn't have worked better for us, because we were very worried it was going to rain again, because we have had a lot of rain.
No,
But,
perfect day, I think, even though, as we keep saying, we're 1 cube short. But,
we knew we were short, and we had preempt that.
But at least it was better than being too much. Garage slab, we were 1 cube over. I'd ordered too much, so we had to pour it all down the drive. And then if you look back at the videos, we then realised we had to cut a drainage pipe in the centre of that. So we had to hack it all up again. So, no, pleased, really pleased.